new adventure begins. A late summer, early fall adventure in which we're going to resurrect Minitini, the OG. That's the one that we're gonna tow to the north. We're gonna do 2 meetups, the NJ25 and M25 and the Hershey RV Show. And who knows, we might return with a new trailer after this trip, if all goes well. So enjoy the ride. For the first thing we're gonna do is go to Pelicamp, so that's like, you've seen the turnpike before. And then, yeah, we'll get Minitini ready and head north.
There's a little bit of progress here on the double-decker, but not nearly enough, considering how long they've been at it. Actually, if you've watched my previous videos leaving Miami, you can see how much advancement, or lack thereof, there has been. I know it is probably a daunting project, but will we see the result anytime before the end of the decade? Somehow, I seriously doubt it.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't show you how we got here, but we are at the Fort Drum Service Plaza, and it's a madhouse in there. Went to Wendy's, got some Wendy's. That's how you do. That's what you do. It is the long weekend, I forgot, so everybody is coming, you know, on the turnpike.
Eventually, we made it to the Big Bend of Florida, the land of oak, pine, and saw palmetto, and Pelicamp. Let's get Minitini ready for one last trip.
And here we are. Yep, I drove over one of these lights. Again, lots of sandspurs still. Oh man, here's Minitini. Well, it looks and smells fine in here. Alright. Yep, the fridge is there, and we do have a lot of work to do here.
First, the flag, to signal we've arrived. Very important.
Actually, on the camera it looked like some of the Bermuda grass that I have planted. Oh man, no, it's all sandspurs. Yeah, this is my least favorite Florida plant, and it's all over the place. I really wish there was a way to get rid of them. I think you have to burn them. That's what I've heard. Yeah, they're all over the place. And we have ants too. Yeah, nature, summer in Florida. Nature takes over. Well, we're gonna be traveling here in Minitini, the original, for a few weeks. You know, we're gonna go to the Hershey RV Show, a couple of meetups. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but even if it's not gonna be like a multi-month trip, we still wanna be as comfortable as possible in this, you know, minimalist trailer, if you will. And one of the things that I used to have here was a dispenser for shampoo and conditioner and body wash. I think we're just gonna use it for both types of shampoo that we use and the conditioner, and we're gonna have a separate one for body wash. But yeah, I'm gonna put it somewhere back here in the shower, somewhere where I won't be hitting it with my elbows every 5 minutes. There's nothing I can do about that shower curtain, but I think this might be like the best position up here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This used to be like almost white, by the way, and yeah, that Florida heat. All right, let's get to it. Let's do it. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some alcohol and clean the area where we're gonna put this dispenser as good as possible. This is kind of dry. And you think that might work?
It comes with these 4 pieces of double-sided tape and silicone glue.
I think this will work. Just apply some pressure to it. And we'll let it sit there.
I think it might be a little crooked.
One of the main upgrades we're gonna do here in the OG Minitini, well, you guessed correctly. It's a brand new mattress. I want to thank RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring this video. RV Mattress is a Brooklyn bedding brand known for top-of-the-line quality. Plus, if you're in the US, they ship conveniently to you for free from their Arizona factory. They offer different firmness options and heights and dimensions, even RV-specific and non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. For Minitini here, we wanted to keep it simple, so we got the 6-inch Dream Foam Essential, which is firm, and it is the short queen size, 60 by 74, which happens to be one of those RV-specific sizes. And we just got this one, but we've been sleeping on Brooklyn bedding mattresses for over 2 years now, and it is great to be able to get a good night's sleep and wake up refreshed and ready for a new day of adventures. With your RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, you do get a 120-night sleep trial, along with a limited lifetime warranty. Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped from their Arizona factory. This means they are able to use premium materials at a reasonable price with no middleman bringing up the cost. As I said before, it was super easy to buy online with free shipping. It comes right to your doorstep, vacuum sealed, rolled up inside a box, and you just have to get it on the bed and unroll it, and actually it is really cool to see how it just inflates in a matter of seconds. I love my RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and I think you would too. So if you're looking for a new bed, visit rvmattress.com/travelingrobert or scan the QR code you see on the screen somewhere around here, and so you can get an exclusive discount on your mattress with my code Traveling Robert. Tell him I sent you. Well, making progress here. Excuse our mess back here. One other thing that I've been meaning to replace in Minitini, I mean, it's a great hitch, but the old Prop Ride hasn't aged all that well, and it's a little bit of overkill, and it's a little of an extra complexity when hitching and unhitching, especially if you take it to a shop or something like that. I have a new hitch that I'm going to install. I'm going to show you that on the next video, actually. But I'm going to see if I can remove this one now. It's going to be a chore to remove this hitch, but I'm confident we're going to be able to do it. And that's the other thing. When they were redoing the roof of Minitini, you know, they had to tow the trailer, and I guess they couldn't find the special, you know, receiver that you have to use with the Prop Ride. So what did they do? They attempted to remove it, and they kind of damaged it. They bent this piece of metal here, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. We had to reassemble it at the shop. Yeah, let's remove it one piece at a time. Well, yeah, the old hitch is gone. Now I'm going to install the new one, but I'm going to show you that in a future video. And when I said that we disassembled or had to reassemble the Prop Ride, it was mostly our friend Greg, Casita RV Life. I just kind of helped. Anyway, let's see what other upgrades we need to do here in Minitini before the long journey. Maybe not so long. What can I say? The day has been a lot less productive than I thought it would, but it's been productive nonetheless. And the grill, we're having a little problem. I think I see a black stone in our future. You know what happens? It only lights up on this side. So, you know, all the burners are clogged on this side. And, ooh, there's fire on this side. There's hope.
That noise you hear, by the way, that's our Dometic Penguin air conditioner. I think it's on its last leg. You can never go wrong with burgers, although I think this, I overcooked a little bit. A little more salt, perhaps? Now this, I don't really need replacing, I don't really use it. But the rubber cap fell off, so I'm just going to install a new one. Just for the looks. Tell me that isn't the worst caulking job you've ever seen. I should have probably left the old one. Good morning. Today we're departing at some point today. But I do need to make an upload, and the internet here is abysmal, so I'm gonna deploy Starlink. Right now I'm on the $10 Starlink plan, which only gives you like 10 gigabytes of data, which is really nothing. And then you pay $2 per gigabyte. But since this is not my primary source of internet right now, I only use it for emergencies, when nothing else will work, like right now. This Dishy is on its last leg too. I left the new Starlink Mini in Pelicruiser, stored out west. It is time for another RV cooking show, the first one actually from Minitini in a while. So anyway, we're gonna make a Mexican dish. Actually, we got some carne seca, which is dried beef, that Cinto and Danielito sent us from La Belle, Florida. And we also have some eggs, some fresh eggs that our neighbor Richard gave to us. So yeah, and they gave us some peppers too. We've got the peppers that Richard and his wife gave us, an onion, and some garlic. And excuse the quality here a little bit, I'm using an old camera. It turns out I left some cameras in Pelicruiser, which is almost 2,000 miles away from here, as the crow flies. Anyway, I had to get a new knife too, because guess what? Yeah, they are in Pelicruiser, so we're going to chop an onion here and do the same to the pepper and the garlic. By the way, we're making a dish called Machaca, and I'm trying on purpose to make it as traditional and plain as possible. If I like it, next time I'll add, the usual suspects. I think I'm gonna use some butter for this one. While that butter melts, I'm going to crack my eggs and beat them and all that good stuff. Put a little bit of salt too. Not too much because the carne seca is supposed to be salty already. Think of it as a shredded jerky. First I'm gonna saute that onion, pepper, and garlic. We really do need a larger skillet for dishes like this, but we didn't have a skillet either, so I just picked this one up and bought it for this trip. Our good skillet, you guessed correctly, it is in Pelicruiser. This is really starting to turn to a nice color. Now for the eggs.
Well, here we go. If it tastes as good as it looks, we got a winner here. I don't know if I overcooked it.
I probably overcooked it a little bit, and it is a little hard to chew, but as far as taste goes, delicious. It turns out these solar panels weren't connected properly either, and the cable doesn't reach, so I'm gonna try to flip this one over, turn it around so I can connect it. I'm telling you, man, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. No, I can't really turn this solar panel around. I can't get the screws out. I don't know. The screw is turning together with the nut. So at this point, we're going with 2 solar panels, and I'm just gonna get some electric tape and seal this off. And I think that's gonna work. All right, this is where I'm gonna put the battery. That seems like a good enough flat surface here. It's the only flat surface, so it has to be there. So I put this heavy-duty Velcro on the other side of the power bank. Let's see if it sticks. Let's wait until it dries, which should dry rather quickly, and then we'll stick it. All right, here we go. Well, this here doesn't look great. There was obviously some delamination at some point, so I'm gonna apply a little extra Dicor just in case. This doesn't seem to be working. Hey, don't tell anyone. Yeah, Dicor is your friend. I'm going to add a little here to the solar panel just in case. When it dries up, it is also a great adhesive. Well, as you probably know, from the beginning it's been the tradition for me to put stickers in the back of Minitini, the original. I didn't do it in the Winnebago loaners just because I knew that my time was limited with them. But since we're gonna keep this one for a little bit, you know, I figured. And I have so many of these old stickers that have faded over the years. Let's continue that tradition and put some of the stickers that I've been collecting over the past 5 years that I haven't used this trailer. And I have several here, actually. We're going to begin with our friend Mr. CLT. Can you see that? And, well, we're going to replace some of this, and some of this, actually, I have new versions of. Let's put Mr. CLT here. Our friends, the Russos, Joe and Kate, we're just gonna cover one of this. Yeah, actually, that's not bad. You may know them from their Vegas videos, but they're also RVers. Turn It Up World. Well, here we have the original Nomadic Fanatic, right? Well, let's put the new Nomadic Fanatic right next to it. Yeah, we got Matt. Let's put it here. Our friend Greg, Casita RV Life. I think Greg will look good here. Yeah, these oval ones are easy because they're roughly the same size as the old ones. The round ones, oh well. Of course, we've got Papa Drew. Remember Papa Drew from Q21? Actually, Papa Drew is going on top of the old camper van cabin, which completely faded. The Woods online, our friend Brian. And Brian, actually this is, I should have put it right next to the old, but I'll put it here. RVing Illustrated and The Woods online. Okay, here we have this Traveler, the original Patreon moderator, the original Pelican head right here, the OG, and he's gonna replace his own old sticker. And I have a new one of the hook guy here. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Have an exact replacement. Might as well do it, right? Land and sea. Oops. Oops. The old one is really building up, so it's bike, boats, and bivouacs. And I need a real big one to replace RV Texas, y'all. Unless RV Texas, y'all, if you guys are watching, Tom and Stacy, send me a new one. Yeah, let's do bikes, boats, bikes, boats, and bivouacs. Okay, here we have gonna have a new section, and these are all the folks that we've met at meetups, pretty much. Actually, we're gonna start with the meetups. Let's do NJ24, which was last year's NJ meetup, and this year we're going to NJ25. There's a huge bumblebee lurking around. Some of these are really hard to detach. We're gonna do NJ24 here, and we're gonna do the original M21 meetup next to it. Okay.
of course, the RV DJ would go right under NJ24, and this one is even dedicated. So thank you, Sonia. And it does make perfect sense for the RV DJ to go right next to Lucky Dog. Of course, where RV staying would make perfect sense for it to go under M21. I'm gonna put Red Jaguar right here. Actually, oh, this is a transparent one. Okay, Red Jaguar is going up here then. Let's put Rob on the road here. Yeah, from the UK, Rob on the road. Trailer traveling, our friends from Ottawa. Boondocking with Boomer, another Canadian friend. Yeah, let's put him next to Gorda. Why not? Let's let the Canadians stick together. Oh, our friends, the Traveling Buckeyes. Man, I wish it was a little bigger. Nah, I'm gonna have to put him here. Actually, our friends from Quartzsite, the Lost RVers, wanna put him here because they are lost. Actually, nope. Because this is Q25, the meetup. So we're gonna put him with all the other meetups. I need to find 3 oval ones to cover this with because I don't have anything else oval big like that. Lesling Adventures from Miami, Florida. Let's put Lesling here. I need a tiny one. The Roving Vets. Yeah. RV Content Creators, that's the Facebook group that we all belong to. So I'm gonna put them here, below the Lost RVers. Let's put them right here, because up here, you know, life after kids. They were at Q24 and 25, and I believe all the Qs. So life after kids, journey unknown. I think they just lost their RV too, which is kind of sad. I'm gonna put the wayward wags down there. I mean, it's not an exact match, but and some of the smaller ones exploring the local life. Remember them? I think they are now Walk and Paddle. Yeah, exploringthelocallife.com. I met them a few years ago in Georgia, up in Georgia. Put them here. Actually, 61 Caddy on Route 66. We're gonna put them right up here. On Dead Horse, Alaska. It's actually even, you know. I'll put it up here, but I need to find me some stickers to cover some of this. So we need to cover some of these big ones, and traveling down the banisters won't quite cover RV Texas, y'all, but almost. Oh, it is a transparent one too, so traveling down the banisters. They should go in this group because we met them at the Q, but I mean, they've been in Florida for a while, so I could put up here. Need something for up here, like, and something for here. Makes sense. These are national parks, so Appalachian Trail is part of the National Park Service. So I wonder if Winnebago international travelers. Actually, we'll put the Wit Club up here. This is a classic one. Actually, this one will cover it nicely. Someone sent me this at some point from the Very Large Array in New Mexico. Since these are all kind of places, you know. I almost forgot, we got the Colemans, cruising with the Colemans, who they're kind of belonging this M21 meetup. group here. I'm gonna put them right next to the traveling Buckeyes. Right down here, yep. Doesn't really match, but at least it'll cover. Same with this one. You know, I wish more people would go back to the oval ones. But anyway, here we are. Here's our collection 2.0 for now. I may put the Wayward Wags somewhere else if I find that other. Oh, and this I'm gonna put on the bumper, just to cover what I already have, at least on this side. I'm gonna put Matt on this side. There we go, our friend Matt. I think that's gonna be it for now. Oh, we're starting to run late here.
I need to put the internet router somewhere, and this box will have to do.
Riding my RV.
It looks like it's going to work.
There is one thing left to do. Hitch up. Or so I thought.
Riding my RV.
By the way, I'll show you how I installed this hitch on the next video of the Minitini series.
Here we are. Many hours later, ready for departure. Well, I'll tell you what happened en route. But yeah, this is all that remains here at Pelicamp for the first time, all by itself. Jim the Pelican, guarding the house. Well, it's been an eventful departure. I'll let you know once we're in the car.
Riding my RV.
Oh, finally, departure. You have no idea. You know, when things happen, I tend not to film. You know, it's like I'm like that. When things happen, I'm focused on solving the problem. And what happened? We're ready for departure. You know, all jolly. Already like 2 hours behind schedule, like 3 p.m. And when I disconnect or short power, there's no 12-volt power in. There's no power at all inside the RV, and I'm like, oh, I thought, you know, they gave me a bad battery, or I put the old battery back. Same thing. So apparently, unluckily, there's an RV repair place here in town, and I'm like, you know, he wanted for me to wait until tomorrow and take it tomorrow. I'm like, we called, and I'm like, you know, is there any way you can see us today? You know, we have to depart and whatnot. And apparently, you know, it was a relatively simple thing, because he told me, yeah, come, I'm like half an hour away, sure. So it was, you know, that thing that sits on the A-frame, that is like a breaker slash fuse. I think it's a fuse in there. No, that thing was damaged. They put a new one, and lo and behold, we have 12 volt power again. The only thing is, it's almost 5 p.m. So still, we're gonna make it to the place where I thought we were gonna make it. It's just going to be less time to edit videos tonight, or we'll see. There's an olive garden next door, so I might just make it a date night. All right, on the road again. Let's hope that was the last of our troubles.
In 600 feet.
Oh, by the way, the rooftop power bank, it died. So we only have like an extra app. Probably half an hour of GoPro on the roof, so I won't be able to show you our arrival at our arrival place.
There is a reason why they call Perry the forest capital of Florida. This is our county seat here at Pelicamp. That was it. That was downtown. Eventually, we make it to the state line.
Welcome to Georgia.
Oh, thank you.
Today, we're going to be staying in Tifton, Georgia. It is what I call a utilitarian stay. Minitini right now is not a great boondocking machine, and it is still hot in the south, so we're going to mostly be staying at RV parks. We're now on I-75, we're almost there. Here we are at the Tifton Overnight RV Park.
We're in Georgia. We made it to the Tifton, I think it's called Tifton Overnight RV Park. We've stayed here before. We saw the sign on the road once, you know, the billboard, and it said, walk distance to restaurants. So that's what we're doing. We're walking to the Olive Garden because I feel we deserve restaurant tonight. I only plugged in the power. By the way, this was like $66.09 with Good Sam discount, which may be a little steep for what it is, but let me tell you, this place is impeccably clean. There's trash walking distance to restaurants right off I-75. I mean, tomorrow we keep going north. Actually, yeah, let's go eat. We may have a problem here.
We'll worry about that later. Right now, we're starving.
Pretty cool. Security. Now we gotta remember our code to come back in.
After today, we really need this. Beef gorgonzola.
Oh, that was pretty good. I mean, I always come to chain restaurants like this one with kind of low expectations. The last time we were at an Olive Garden was really good. So today wasn't that good, but still, yeah, just what we needed. Now we're gonna get some work done, get some rest, and tomorrow hopefully we can get that. I think the bearing, there's something wrong with the bearings. Hopefully we can get it fixed and continue the journey north towards New Jersey. We're going to the Jersey Shore.
Will we be able to get that wheel taken care of and continue on the journey without further incident? Well, we'll find out on the next video. You and I, both, because we are almost real time here. Until then, thank you so much for watching. And see you on the road.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this.